Welcome to my playthrough of Fallout 76. This is actually the player test server, so it's not going to be the live experience, although we'll probably run into other players here. I did want to point out that I have a level 2030 character here. He's actually 2040 on the real server. I guess they copied these over when the test server went live last night or the day before or something. I also have a couple other characters here. There's Brill, Larry, Patches, and there used to be one here named Janice, but I deleted her so that I could create a new character and play through from level 1 to show off what this game looks and feels like from the very beginning. So let's go ahead and do that. It's an online game, so it doesn't play locally, so it's not like Skyrim or Oblivion. It's like World of Warcraft or Elder Scrolls Online or a game like that. I'll let it play through all the stuff.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If our founding fathers could only see us now. From Antietam to Amiens, Okinawa to Anchorage, we have fought. And now, the Red Menace is at our doorstep. Democracy itself is under threat of annihilation. That is why today, July 4th, 2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gather together to honor the completion of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you, the good people of America, so that if the bombs do come, if the end does come, our way of life will endure. But not everyone will be saved. Those chosen to enter this vault must be our best and our brightest. For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76, our future begins.
Vault 76. This is the Overseer. I hope you all enjoyed the party last night, even those who may have overindulged and overslept.
The classic character creation screen.
And get out there. We've been locked away long enough. Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from every walk of life, every race, color, and creed. But you all share one very important trait. You are this country's best and brightest. But more importantly, you'll always be my family.
Testing one. Yeah, for some reason I can't get it to honor the push to talk button. It's just doing live, whatever. Let me see if I can get this to figure it out. I've pushed to talk. It's right there. Very strange that it's not that OBS is not honoring that, and now it won't mute when I push the button, so that's annoying. Let's see if there's some other setting I have to click in the audio. Ah, there it is. Enable to push to there we go. Enable push to talk instead of enable push to mute. It's a separate setting that you have to bind or toggle in addition to changing the key that is used to perform the action. Okay, so now we're at a classic character creation, and I'm not really trying to feature this aspect of the game, but yes, you can go through and change your face. You can sculpt it. You can change like the gross anatomy of your face. Let's just, what was I on before? I kind of like that. Oh, this is good. I'll just go with the same one. We could go change the sex. I'll just stick with a guy. We have extras like makeup, these things, these 5 things over here that we can add. I'm going to remove all of them because I don't really care for this. Yeah, I'll just leave it the way it is. Now let's see. I have no idea what the name of this guy. Let's call him Hilbert. Why not? All right. Oh, this is nice. We get to take a little picture of ourselves. This is his Vault-Tec Vault 76 ID. It's good enough for me. I just hit the space bar for that. I'll hit the tab to exit. And now we're in Vault 76. This is where we began. We woke up at this bed. I could lie back down in it if I wanted to. We can do this to gain a rest bonus. I'll show you what that looks like. If we do this for like 30 seconds, I think. Not just here, but any bed, technically. There are beds out in the world. And there we go. And when it says Bree over here, area, that's because I have, the game is broadcasting my voice to anyone within a certain distance. So, and Bree is my account name. So I am broadcasting using Bree, which is my account, to anyone in this area as long as I'm pushing my push to talk button. So you can sort of see when I'm pushing it and when I'm not. Okay, so we have our bathroom, we have washer, utility room, many items that we cannot interact with, which is not typical. Typically you can interact with almost everything, either to pick it up, move it, knock it around. You could shoot it and it'll bounce around the table. Okay, I probably should not make you queasy by wiggling my camera around like that. Okay, so the first thing we have to do, let's look at my journal, if I have one. Oh, I don't even have a Pip-Boy. Okay, so the first step is you need this Pip-Boy on your arm, which is sort of like your UI, your user interface to interact with, your inventory, selecting which weapons you want to use, and so forth. So let's pick up this Pip-Boy. and he will put it on his wrist, left wrist. Vault-Tec technology at its finest, of course. Okay, now that we have that on, I can hit Tab to open my Pip-Boy. And you can see I'm not wearing any armor. I have a gun, I think. Do I have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. Okay, so what I did there is I hit Tab, and I can go look at my items. I'm wearing a Vault 76 jumpsuit. And I'm basically just carrying nothing. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn off voice chat because I don't want to like bore or annoy people that are in my area. There we go. Push to talk off. So you should still be able to hear me online, but is it good? Oh no. Okay, so I have to not only turn off push to talk, but I also have to turn off voice chat mode, or just say none, and this can stay on, I guess. Yeah, there we go. So I'm not talking to anyone in the area within the game, so that's good. Alright, so I know a few shortcuts, and I think either I set them or the game sets them. K brings up my status, which I have 4 panels here. I can see that I have, this is my character. We'll get into this later. Here are any effects that I am being affected by. So I have the well-rested buff, which is a plus 5% to my XP that I'm gaining, which is why it's very good to rest in a bed, before this runs out or soon after it runs out. I have these things called specials, SPECIAL, and these are sort of like D&D attributes, like charisma, or I forget what the D&D ones are. Strength, agility, I think are those D&D ones? I don't play D&D very much, but these are similar. They give your character special bonuses to certain things, and you can see what they are here. Strength. It affects how much you can carry. If you're using a melee weapon, it affects that. If you're using a heavy weapon, it can affect that. Perception is how well you can your awareness of things. It also is very important to have this high when you're using this thing called VATS, V-A-T-S, which we'll get into later. So perception can be very important. Endurance, very important. Very, very important. This should be a focus of any build, especially as they've made some recent changes to the game which make this even more important than it used to be. It's sort of like life, stamina. Some games have this called stamina. Charisma. This is important when it comes to interactions with other players and with NPCs. So bringing this up is useful for those situations. Intelligence is probably, it's the most important stat for certain things, and in other things it is not. I'll put it that way. If you want to level up quickly, this is your most important stat, as it affects, as it says here, your experience gains. Agility, this is also very important when you're using that VATS thing that is important in endurance, in perception. So perception, agility, very important for this thing called VATS. It will affect how well we can sneak. So if you're building a sneak build, which I really love to do, I gravitate towards sneak builds for some reason. I just love it. I've always have in every game. Luck. It's not just like how often you'll find things. Like, oh, you're a very lucky player, so like in Oblivion, it would affect certain combat things. It does that as well here, but you can custom tailor how luck affects your character, and it's very, very useful, and I tend to max this out in my end game. Collections, I've collected nothing. None of these are all that important right now, but we can get into them later. Okay, so there's that. So that's if I hit K. If I just hit tab, I'll go to where I was the last time. If I hit I go to items. And you can see there's new items, weapons, armor, apparel, food and drink, aid, miscellaneous. Oh, we've got a key ring. Hollow tapes, notes, junk, mods, and ammo. So lots of stuff there. If I go, I think it's O. That's the radio, right? P is data. No, what is P? What brings up here? Let's go look at keybinds real quick. I forget what takes me right to data. Or data. J. Okay. So, right, journal. I have this bound to J for journal. So, this is my quest journal. So I have a quest called Reclamation Day, which you can see in the top right corner there, up over here. And it's also listed in my main set of quests. Oh, look, it's the date and the time. That's my local time and date. I have no side quests. I have no daily quests. I have no current events that are running. And we have things at the bottom called View and Perks. And if I hit View for V, it changes the look of the Pip-Boy to sort of be, skeuomorphic. And I don't like this. I like being able to see through it to see if there's something important happening. So I keep it on this view. Now if I hit T for Perks, we have this thing where we sort of highlight our specials, our strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, and luck. Now, if you remember before, we had one in each, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 special points, 1 for each category, and I can also get to them here by hitting Tab T or any of those characters, and then I hit T, and it goes right to my specials. And I currently have nothing here. We'll see what these slots are for later. If I go up arrow and then hit this, we have, oh, look, there are these legendary slots, which I have unlocked on my main account. Normally these would not be here. Now if I want, I can choose a perk, and we have all these really nice cards, which are not currently leveled up, which is very strange. I guess that's what happens when you have a new character. They have to level these up their own. So we have like ammo factory. I'm not going to go into all these right now. I want to start out scratch as if I've never done any of that. So I'm going to back out of this by hitting tab, 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 and go back out. Okay, so now we're as if we've never played this game before. We're starting from scratch. So we want to leave Vault 76. So I'm going to open this door. I can use the keyboard for most of this. I don't use the mouse.
Nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility.
Listen to her.
Just know that Vault-Tec is proud of you. I am proud of you. When you hear this, it means I've been gone for several hours. I've got my own mission out there in Appalachia. This is the Overseer.
That's fun. So you can destroy world objects.
In 24 hours.
We could stay in here and break balloons all day, but we should probably do other things. Like there are interactables in this room, this giant sort of like party room where they had a big party for Reclamation Day. And if you play this, you can sort of explore this and see what's behind all these doors if there's anything. But what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to follow this quest and let you do all that yourself if you ever want to. Okay, discover the Overseer's mission. Where do we do that? We're looking for something here. Maybe it's up here? No. Maybe I will have to... Nope, that's not there. Maybe I just follow these... I just did a jump there. And we got a little indicator saying hit V for view. That's a keybind that I rebound because I like to use V for view. So this is my third person view setting. So first person, third person. And I don't like shoulder cam, which is the default for this game. So I edited the ini file so that it centers my character right where it is here. You can tweak that as much as you want. You can make it so you're closer to him. You know, he's off to the right, to the left, whatever. Up, down. Okay, so discover the Overseer's mission. I'll go back to first person because that's what I like. So where do we do this? But now it's time for me to leave the vault and rebuild America. I guess I can't go in there. Okay, this was my room. Do I do it here? Happy Reclamation Day. I'm just hitting the space bar to go from one to the next. And then down, space bar. Play an old style video game. Tab, tab, tab to get back out. Okay, so I guess it's not there. Ah, we got a marker. See that little doohickey right there in the center? Discover the Overseer's mission. We got that far. Okay, now we're following... Ooh, hello, Crutchley.
Hello.
I hit E.
At last. Today is your reclamation day. I bet you're just bursting your bolts to get out there and see the world.
I am.
Excellent. Adventure and opportunity awaits you, sir. The kiosks have valuable information to help you thrive out there. Best get cracking.
Okay, we'll leave the other...
Oh, I do wish I could come with you, but someone's got to man the fort, as it were.
I'll look at his... You can look at his other options on your own. Sorry, it's just fun. It's fun to ruin things and destroy things sometimes. Okay, so, oh, this is interesting. We have a little display here. Stay hydrated.
Another day, another opportunity to leave Vault 76. What do you say?
Yeah, I'll talk to you in just one moment. So we have purified water. I'm going to take that. Consuming drinks fills your thirst meter. Okay, that's good. Open your Pip-Boy and go to items, food, drink. So I'm going to go I... Food and drink. I'm not going to do anything yet because in the lower right corner is my water meter and it's full. So I'm not going to drink that purified water just now. Radex. I'm going to take that. And what does that do? Let's look over here in aid. Plus 200 rad resist for 10 minutes. Increases thirst. So what that means is if okay, I'm going to move away from this so I can talk to you. So if I go here and if I use this, I will get radiation resist. So if I'm near radiation, it's going to make it harder for me to get damage. But it will take away 3% of my water, which is this bar right here. It won't take away very much, just a little tiny hair, but it's just something to keep aware of. And this would be using a chem. So chems typically will drop your level of water, your hydration, each time you take one. So you sort of balance back and forth. You eat a bunch of chems, and then drink a purified water, and that'll bring your water level back up to sort of top you off. Oh, we can talk to this guy, can't we? If I tap the shift key, I can sprint. I'm trying to talk to him.
That's right, sir. Free samples. Yum, yum.
Doesn't want to talk to me.
Sir,
But he says funny things.
So long past reclamation day, our stores are nearly depleted. Stay fed, stay hydrated. Very important.
So each time I talk to him, sorry, I'm eating ice. He has a different response. Does this work? No, it doesn't work. I was thinking that the faucets worked. I wonder if I can break these. Nope, that doesn't break. Okay, discover the Overseer mission.
Stay stocked with medicines. And don't forget to use them.
Okay, let's take a stim pack. It says take 5 of them. Stim packs heal damage over time. So let's go to I. Okay, I did pick up 5 of them. So this does a quick straight heal and then a hot. So if you're losing health, which would be this bar over here in the lower left, that's what the stim pack is for. And now we have a Radaway. We'll pick that up. And a Radaway is another chem. So these are all chems. Removes 300 rad. So if we do get a lot of radiation damage, like if we take this but then it runs out and we start getting more radiation damage because we're somewhere that there's a high radiation level, then we can drink this or consume this and it will remove 300 rads. And we'll find out what that looks like when it happens.
Come on, take the meds.
I'm going to talk
But you'll need to find more
out there.
Aren't you as tired of that message as I am, sir? It's been playing every morning for months. If you get injured, and you will get injured, make use of stim packs. They are literal lifesavers.
Literal, not figurative. Alright, so now we have power is key.
No creature comes
Find new home, build generator, wire it up, and have power. Ooh, building supplies. Okay, so we took those. Items with components can be used for crafting. So let's look at and see what we have now. This should be in junk. Yep, look at that. So we have adhesive, cloth, steel scraps, and wood scraps. So these are things we can build with. Then I have a small Vault-Tec supply package, which has various things in it. This it has adhesive, lead, leather, it weighs 1/10 of a pound. I'm going to leave it in the package because I know that if I open the package, then all of these things will fill my inventory, and then I will go from carrying 19 out of 155 pounds carry weight to 25, 26, 28, maybe 40 even, depending on how much those things weigh. So I'm not going to open it. So hello, Higginbottom.
Cozy in here, but you'll soon be faced with a distinct lack of power and shelter. Outside with a little elbow grease, you'll be powering up West Virginia in no time.
I'm sure I will. I think they all say various things if you click on them, or you hit the E button or the interact button over and over again. Oh, a hat.
It's what built America. It's what built
Ooh, press G to open the emotes menu, open the map, and press C to open the social menu. So I'm going to go to the emotes window by hitting G, and now I'm going to go heart. So I hit that, then I went to third person so you can see it over my head. Yes. Now these emotes are useful later on when you encounter other players, which you will on public servers, which is what we're on right now. I'm going to go back to first person.
When you get outside, do remember your manners. Be nice. Be helpful. Be Vault-Tec.
What does this one say? Meet strangers, exchange pleasantries, using those emotes. Share skill sets. Yes, we can do that. That's very useful. Succeed. Yeah, that's the idea. We want to succeed. Now, it looks like we have a waypoint in here. So we're going to learn about the Overseer's mission. Whoever this Overseer is. I'm hitting... You can either hit spacebar or enter for these. You can read this if you want. I'm going to you can just pause. So often you'll find these terminals around the world, and they're very useful for continuing quests, for doing things like unlocking doors. There are quizzes, like contests, like little... there's this area called the Scouts, sort of like Boy Scouts or Cub Scouts, where the terminals have like a test that you could take to see if you passed the test. And there's another one, the Fire Starters. And as you go through, you have to take quizzes, and if you pass the quiz, you get to the next step of the quest line. So it's good to learn how these things work. The sound design is top-notch in this. We set up the survival packages. I've advised everyone to run fast and far from 76 as soon as the doors open. Yeah, who knows what's out there. Could be a hellscape. What's great is if you watch the TV show, they interact with these terminals just like this. It's pretty cool. The TV show, by the way, is awesome.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct
Oh, whoops. Here, I can play it right from my inventory, I think. Oh no, it's only on the system. Okay, we'll listen to her log.
Overseer's log, or should I say, direct communication. Because whoever is listening to this had the moxie to try to find out where I've gone. But I'm glad you did. Truth is, I need your help. I've been given a task and I've decided to break protocol and tell you what it is. Because if there's one thing I've learned in these past few years, it's that we need to rely on each other. There were 3 active nuclear silos in Appalachia before the bombs fell. They blew up the world before. We can't let it happen again. So we've got to locate and secure all of the silos. Or die trying. Hopefully the former. But it's been 25 years. I just don't know what we're gonna find out there. Or where to start. My directive was to go to the nearest population center and assess the situation. I'll set up a camp on the way once I get my bearings.
Okay, so a camp. Okay. We might bump into her camp. Yeah, the game being fully voiced is quite nice.
When you get outside, find each other. Seek strength in numbers. Utilize both your similarities and differences.
Yes, we shall do that.
Your camp is the key to survival and rebuilding, so use it often.
Okay, so this is my camp. Build a camp after you leave the vault. Press Z once you're in the wilderness. So find flat ground, drop your camp, use resources and build.
Outside, survival will be easy with your construction and assembly mobile platform, or camp. So catchy.
Yes, it's so catchy. Survive in style. So we're going to go ahead and head on out. Now, a little bit immersion breaking here. I can block the light and it doesn't put a shadow here, but your Pip-Boy, your friend. Ooh, nasties out there. Many things can be broken down into useful crafting materials. We will see that for sure. Alright, so lots of useful advice. Oh, black rim glasses, okay. A pen, alright. Thank you for staying with Vault Tech. I will do that. Let's see, this is find your calling. Study, learn, work. Alright. Sliding door, open. Now, if memory serves, it used to be that you would pick up some cards here. But I don't see those there now. Go out, go out. Maybe you're given them when you leave. Ooh. Ooh. Drama.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao.
So cool.
Au revoir. Auf Wiedersehen. Vaya con Dios. Buen viaje.
The robots are a nice touch.
They grow up so fast.
So, goodbye, Vault 76. You've been very good to me. Okay. So, we have an option here. This is something they added about, I don't know, a year ago, maybe? You can start as a fresh dweller, which is the way the game was when it first came out. You basically start at low level. You get a weapon and some basic armor. And I don't think you even got armor at the beginning. Now this is like even better than the beginning. Or you can just go right to level 20. And I think you can only do this if you've leveled to 20 on another character, which of course I have. But I don't want to do this. I want to start out at the very lowest level, just to get the full experience. So I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to choose this. Okay, now this is a new thing as well. They used to not handhold you as much, but we can have different options here. So we can be like a melee person with the slugger card. They're doing a good job of explaining things too. We can get an inspirational card, more XP. That's nice. Starts with an action dweller perk card. Grants 15% action point regeneration. That's nice. Action points are going to be important. Gunslinger, if we use pistols, we can have that card. Or we can have a first aid card. Now, I know for a fact that I will be best served by choosing an action card. You might think, oh, you want more XP, but really, action points are going to be prime for a while. So I'm going to select this. Yes. That's just my preference. Other people might have a different take. Other people might be like, I don't care so much about that. But I like sprinting farther. I like when I'm in VATS, shooting longer. Again, VATS is a thing that we can discuss later. Oh, look, it's my giant cube. Blah, 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 lots of things at once. Yikes. Okay. Blah! Okay, so we got hit with a lot of things at once here. So let's try to break this down. Okay, that's another player. Someone named April V. Flower. We're not going to worry about that just yet. Okay, so I can hold tab to turn my Pip-Boy light on and off. So there's the light on, there's the light off. Light on, light off. Okay, so that's good. What does that look like? That looks like just a light coming from my Pip-Boy there. That's on. That's off. It just magically shows in front of me. Alright, so I'm going to hit J to go to my quest. I'm going to turn off everything that came on. I just want the main quest that came up, which is Wayward Souls. Speak to Pennington. And what is that? A robot named Pennington was waiting outside of Vault 76. It might know where the Overseer went, or what's happening in Appalachia. Okay, so again, we're on a public server, so we are likely to encounter other players from time to time, like this person. Let's see, what is this little sack lunch here? Someone left this stuff here, and I can't put this stuff on, but it's nice that someone left this here. I'm going to pick up the stim packs. They probably just didn't have room in their inventory. Ooh, this is nice. PTS items. Oh, that's right. I remember reading about this. There's an item box here. This is normally not here. This is something just for the PTS, to sort of give you a start. I'm not going to pick any of this stuff up because I don't want this kind of a start. I want to start from scratch. Okay, so what is this? The Wayward, opening soon. Foods, drinks, rooms, refuge. Okay, all kinds welcome. Okay, so this guy, Pennington.
Oh, sir. Those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't not yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Okay, I'm going to ask about the Overseer, because that's sort of the quest I was on.
Some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
I'm not going to do any of these. You can do it on your own.
Do be careful out there, sir.
Alright, someone obviously picked up some stuff from the PTS item box, which I'm not going to do. I started out with a pistol. This is a 10mm. Yep, very nice pistol. I'm wearing some leather armor, which I normally wouldn't be. Okay, he's annoying. Let's see here. I don't like noisy weapons. Okay, so we're going to speak to Lacey.
Hey there!
So, if you've played Oblivion, if you played Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online, or any of the Fallout games, one of the things you'll notice right away is that all the NPCs are fully voiced. They have quests. You can interact with them. Some of them you can kill. Some of them, you know, and get loot. Oh, look, this big red arrow. What is this? Let's read this. Welcome to the Wasteland. Welcome to Appalachia. Hell of a place, isn't it? There's a lot of danger. I got some help when I first stepped into this big, beautiful, irradiated world. I figured to deserve the same. So this is something that you'll now find on all servers. They've been around for a couple years now. I can hit V to make it more readable. So I'm just going to go out here and look inside the box and... Whoops. I just accidentally picked up something. I'm going to put that back in there. But here is things that other players have dropped. So this box is not unique to the PTS. So it sort of is fair game. But apparently people have just been dumping all sorts of stuff in here. So you normally would only find like just a few things in here. Some just like basic supplies. You know, maybe like a couple stim packs and, you know, maybe some ammo. So I'm not going to like really grab anything out here. I'm just going to leave everything here. I don't want that much help. So let's see here. Let's interact with Lacey.
Whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right? I thought it was empty. Wait, is the door still open? Son of a bitch, we missed our chance. We really needed that. We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place? New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that vault is the... You know, that's where the big one is. Our last chance to turn our lousy luck around. You know, the thing that brought everyone back. The treasure.
Treasure?
Well, yeah, there was this big broadcast, but shouldn't you know what was in there?
I told you, Lacey. The guy was scamming us.
But those were the last of our caps. No, someone has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Thanks for answering some questions for us, I suppose. Seems only fair I return the favor. Anything we can answer for you?
Sure.
They
Let's
sent
get a
you out
weapon.
Here without a weapon? Be a quick trip trying to do this unarmed. Here.
Machete. Alright, I'm not going to do all this stuff. I'm just going to say...
Watch yourself out there.
Obviously, you can talk to them and get all that information. But we don't need that right now. Ooh, I can pick up items from the ground. Can hit the control key to sneak. You can see that hidden text right up there. See it at the top center? That appears when you're in stealth. And the distance of those brackets shows how much stealth you're in. So if you watch as I'm moving around, I make noise, so those brackets will move inward. So you're more stealthy if you stand still than if you're moving, obviously. And there are ways to improve this, with gear and talent points and so forth. So let's oh look, a log. I can gather wood. I hit E. I've just added 8 wood scraps. That's interesting. Let's go to this log and add 4 wood scraps. Now, when I first played this, I just wanted to go off in my own direction. So I was up here. This was 5 years ago. I was the only one in this area. There was no one around at the time. And I just sort of went this direction. And it was maybe 15 minutes into this where I was just like, oh, I can loot logs. I just looted logs for like 5 minutes. And it was just fun because the music's really pretty. Like, listen to the soundtrack. It's peaceful, tranquil. Birds cawing in the distance. We might hear some insects. It felt to me like Oblivion or Skyrim. It was very pleasant. I was like, okay, this is not terrible like I thought it would be. So I think what really sold this game to me was the music, the ambiance. And here, let me change one thing here. Can I change this setting? It's sort of ugly at the moment because I turned grass off. Yeah, I have grass turned off. Normally there would be grass all over the place, but for performance reasons and to be able to loot things, like to see things on the ground, I turned grass off at an any file level, at the system level. So I can't turn it back on here, sadly. I would have to quit and then restart the game. But it can look prettier than this if you have that turned on. But yeah, I was jamming. This was, within 15 minutes, I was like, this is a good game. And this was still back 6 months into it when it was still very buggy and super rough. They had so many issues to work on back then. And they have made so many overall changes in the game, so many changes in scope, character levels. A rat's chasing me and I'm in danger. Okay, now what you just saw was that VATS thing that I was talking about. If I hit the Q button, VATS consumes AP. You can't activate it when your AP is low. Yeah, I know that. That's why I went with AP. With that setting when I was in there. You can see as I move around, the hidden brackets go down. See that? I'm moving. There's something nearby that senses me, but not enough that they know that I'm here yet. Okay, so let's backtrack real quick and look at what happened when I chose that action point thing. And it is when I hit Tab and T. See that card that plopped into that action thing? Or the agility thing? So I got an Action Boy card. So I have things called action points. And now they regenerate 15% faster than they would otherwise. And I can hit K and see what that effect is here. Okay, so I have the Action Boy or Girl effect. I have the Well Rested effect. I have the Vault Fed effect, which I got by just being in the vault. I'm fully fed, because you can see this bar over here is fully up. That gives me 35 extra health points, 1 extra strength special, a special amount of disease resist, which is useful, and I'm fully hydrated over here, which means I have 1 more endurance special, 35% AP regen, which is very important, and 35% more disease resist. So I have AP regen here and 35% AP regen here over what I normally would have. So like if I'm running like this, if I'm sprinting, you can see that AP bar go down, goes down, it goes down. When it stops, when it runs out, I stop sprinting. And notice it goes back up over time. the fact that I'm that I have a lot of well hydrated means it goes up 35% faster, and because I have this Action Boy card equipped, it goes up another 15%. So I'm getting 50% more regen over what it would normally regen at. So that's very useful if you want to move around, if you want to use VATS, which is what I did. So back to the VATS real quick. What I did when that rat was near me, I'll reload real quick with R, is I hit the letter Q, and that put me into VATS. I'll show you where I have that bound. Controls. Q. VATS. So it's the is it the Vault-Tec Associate or something targeting system. I don't remember what it's called, what the letters stand for, but I know the TS stands for targeting system. See, I'm a bad lore person because I don't know what that means. Okay, I'm going to sneak. I heard a voice, so I'm in caution now. See that? So there is an NPC or an enemy aware of me, but he doesn't know where I am.
Just us.
Ooh, that sounds creepy. I think they're over here. Well, and in fact, I know they're over here because I played. I'm going to move closer. If I hit Q... there we go. It's a scorched. See? I hit Q, and I'm in VATS. Now, what VATS does is it automatically targets an enemy, and it shows me my chance to hit from whatever distance I'm at. I also have this crit bar below his feet. We'll talk about that later, maybe. Now, as he moves farther away, my chance to hit goes down. If he moves closer, or if I move closer, you can see the numbers go up. If I move farther away, it goes down. So, if I shoot a bullet, there's a 50% chance that I will miss at this point. So what I want to do is I want to move closer and target him that way. Now, I could just shoot him like this, or I could hold down the right mouse button and target him like this, but I love VATS. I'm a big VATS proponent. So I'm going to use VATS, even though each shot will eat away my AP bar. See that AP bar slowly coming down? Just being in VATS eats up your AP. So if I go back out, my AP goes back up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move a little bit closer so I don't use up VATS or my AP. I'm going to get a little bit closer. I'm going to hit VATS, and then I'm going to shoot him a couple times. You can see that ate up my AP really quickly. I could only shoot a couple times before it was gone. So that's one reason why I wanted to use the AP card Action Boy. Let's see what else we got here. Rice and beans. Combat armor helmet. Now, I could only do that effectively because I was in stealth. If I had just run up on him, he would have started attacking me, and then I would have started taking damage. So I'm going to pursue this character the way I typically do, which is to, I was hitting E as I was aiming around. I'm going to proceed as if I'm a stealth build until I'm not. So this is nice. I can pick up all these items. Duct tape. Ammo. A Nuka-Cola. Aluminum can. Boiled water. Ooh, extra things. That's one of the things that's great about Oblivion and Skyrim and Elder Scrolls Online. You can just pick up things. There's just world items that you can look at and pick up. It's just fantastic. It makes the world feel very much more alive than it otherwise would be. Now you might think, well, what is it useful for? And we'll get to that in a minute. I'm going to go back to Vault 76. I'm going to hold down the R button. So R to pull it out, hold R to put it away, or I can just left click to pull it out quickly, hold down R to put it away. Oh, There's an enemy. I'll show you how hard it is to hit things when you're not in VATS. This is how you normally start out. It's a real pain. Because yeah, you can hit, but things move around so quickly, they're sort of frenetic, that it's like, let me auto-aim if I can, and that's VATS, auto-aiming. Basically locking onto the enemy at the cost of action points. Okay, so we came down and we talked to these ladies, and then I guess we just keep going this direction. Because they're sort of like positioned there by this ramp, so seems like we're on the right track here. What is this? Oh, glowing fungus. Well, ooh, look at that. The little sprouts disappeared as I picked them up. That's nice visual feedback of something that we've just done. Sort of like as we were picking up the items on the ground, they vanished as they went into our inventory. Alright, so here's another, there's an enemy right there. Oh, I heard something to my right. Let's pick up some more wood. Ooh. I guess I'm now stuck just doing the aim because my AP is so low. Alright. Now notice how we had that little crackling sound. Sounded like a Geiger counter. That was me getting radiation damage from those guys hitting me. They're irradiated. So as they were hitting me, they were, you know, sort of toxic and infusing radiation into me. And you can see that by this little red bar down here. Whoops. Let me see if I can't really show it with my cursor. Because if I hit... Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is radiation damage taken. It basically fills up from 100% and will keep growing. And this red bar will get larger and larger until it fills all my health and I die. So that's bad. You don't want it to get all the way down there. There are certain situations where it's useful to have some radiation damage. We won't talk about that just yet. But I do want to address my health issue here. They've knocked a lot of my health off of me. So this is where I will take a stim pack. So I can either go find that and take it directly. Ooh, I have a lot of them. Or I have a keybind that I have assigned. So if I go to the menu and I go to controls, I sort of have an oh shit button. Quick heal, which is numpad 0, which is what I used in World of Warcraft for ages. So if I get out of this, hitting escape, if I watch the white bar in the left corner there, if I hit numpad 0, it takes a stim pack. Now notice I got a big jump of health, but now there's a hot on me, heal over time. And that'll go up until the stim pack sort of runs its course. If it's a big enough stim pack, and there's different sizes, 3 different sizes. Basically, there's a diluted, and a normal, and a super. Yep, now it's worn off. Then it'll either go up very quickly with a lot of healing, or up a little bit with very little healing. And that's just a regular one. Look at the world here, it's so pretty. In this weird dystopian autumn-looking way right now. We can look at points of interest on the way. What's over here? Now I can always hit Q for VATS and that'll show me, it'll auto-target anything that's within a certain distance of my center of vision. So I don't want to waste bullets on that from this distance because that would be not good. I would like more than a 10% chance or a 15-20% chance to hit. But I can sneak around here and pick up things. Ooh, there's a crafting station for cooking. I can't jump very far. I'll sneak up here. They sensed me. Pick these up. I'll rat away. I love looking in containers. I'm sort of a compulsive looter. I don't loot everything all the time, but I at this point I know certain things are of value to try to loot, so it's kind of good to do that. I'm going to hit the F button. I'm going to go up here so I'm less visible. I'm going to hit the F button, which is my favorites. You could say I have stim packs here, but I actually want to rebind that to purified water because I have a certain setup that I like. Okay, I want this to be my primary weapon, and I want that to be my 10mm, I think. I'll set it to my 10mm for now. I guess I can't do that because it's bound here. I'll set that to mac and cheese, and then I'll set this to 10mm. There we go. You can't rebind it if it's currently on another slot. Now this, I actually want to be, let's see, let's try the recoil compensated pipe bolt action rifle, and then I'll put short hunting rifle here, and then maybe the combat knife here. Let's see, I want this to be food, so we'll go with Cajun beans and rice. This is my radiation reduction, so I'll use a rat away diluted. And then this is my rad resist, so I'll put radx diluted here for now. These are keybinds that I use on all my characters, so I know I'm moving fast all of a sudden, but this is what my brain is used to, so I'm just going to reuse them here rather than just starting at 1 and going all the way up. Okay, so what else can we do here? Let's look at my character. Okay, let's put on some glasses here. And maybe the combat armor helmet. Ooh. Let's put some light on myself here. Oh yeah, Trey Chic. He looks like a protected nerd. Yeah, armor helmet. Okay, machete. Now let's take a closer look at these. I have a 10mm pistol that does 15 damage per hit. I have 600 of them, so this is a nice weapon to have for, like, you know, I'm not going to run out of ammo anytime soon. I can shoot up to 12 at once before I have to reload. That's the capacity. Fire rate is how many shots per minute, I believe. Then I have the recoil compensated pipe bolt action, which I can't equip yet because I'm not level 5. I can't equip this either, so it's sort of moot having them. A combat, which is a fast weapon, it does 10 damage. This might be helpful if I'm in close quarters with something, like when they get right up on me. Now this is 10, this is 17, but medium. So let's try the combat knife first. Oh look, I can. There's a possibility of customizations there. Let's go back to first person. I don't like third person gameplay most of the time. So now that I have bound those weapons, I can hit 2. Oh, I guess I can't. Oh, that's right. I can go to 4. 1, 4. 1, 4. Waiting for my action points to come back up. Of course, being in vats drained them. Now, they do have area looting, so if I hit R, I can see what's on all nearby corpses, and then if I hit R again, I can just pick all of it up. It's very nice, very convenient. A log for some wood. Okay, back to the original trail that I was coming down before I took a little detour to that little structure over there. There were some flowers, some blue flowers back there. Those can be picked. I'm not going to go into like what can be done with flowers just yet, or maybe at all. Come out of crouch mode so I can go faster here. I can even sprint down the hill if I want to get wherever I'm going faster at the cost of action points. I'll show you the flowers here real quick. Soot flower, rhododendron, log, rhododendron. Yeah. So many interactables and lootables in this game. It's quite pleasant. It gives you that little serotonin rush when you find something interesting and you pick it up. Oh, what is that? Oh, it's a robot. It is a protectron.
All wood must be chopped. Protect and serve. Protect and serve. Protect and serve.
Okay, he just says one thing. So the robots that we saw inside the vault and the one outside the vault are called Mr. Handies. And this guy is another type of robot called a protectron. Why can't I say that? So the other ones hover in the air. This guy is always on treads as he moves around. Well, that guy is. Not all protectrons, but he is. Some of them have 2 legs and they walk around. So is this a dangerous area? Maybe I should stealth. Ooh, the Gilman Lumber Mill. Oh, I just leveled up to level 3. And you know what that means? That means I get to pick another action card. And I get to spend another action point. So I'm going to hit Tab T. And I get to pick another category. Now, I know I want more agility. So I'm going to choose this. It's basically a 2-step process when you level up. You pick a category first, right? That's step 1. And then you get a point in that category. So I'm going to get back out of here. Whoops. Don't drop. If I go back, sorry, I jumped around there. You can see I have 1 point in all of these, but I have 2 points here and 1 point here. Now, if I wanted 3 points here, I would pick a perk using Q and go here and choose this category. Now, it's going to take me from 2 points to 3 points. Now I get to choose what card goes in that extra point slot. Now I could either choose the Action Boy, right? Because I already have one. And notice how this one has 1 star. Like if I go back out, this one has 1 star. I can actually level this up to 2 stars and then 3 stars. So my action points will regenerate that much faster. Or I could choose Born Survivor, where if I fall below 20% health, I will automatically use a stim pack, but that can only happen once every 20 seconds. Very useful in certain situations, so I don't have to think about it. It'll just automatically do that. So like if as I was fighting the robot, and if that white bar over here, whoops, I don't want to do that. If this white bar got smaller and smaller and smaller, and if it got way over here, and I had that card on my, on my loadout, then I would automatically use a stim pack. It wouldn't even show the animation like it normally does. It would just, boom, magically use it automatically. Very, very useful sometimes. Let's go back in here. Whoops. Go back in here and look at this last one. Gunslinger. Your non-automatic pistols now do plus 10% damage. That could be very useful for the gun I'm using now. But I'm not going to pick it because I don't care about pistols in the long run. Let's see what some of these others are. Strength. Gladiator. If I was using a one-handed melee weapon, now it's a little bit better. Iron Fist. Punching. And Iron Fist also affects... what are they? They're armed combat or something. I forget what it's called. But... like there are certain weapons that are considered like not a melee weapon for the sake of this thing, like fist weapons are affected by this. One-handed melee weapons are not. So this is one kind of weapon, this is another kind of weapon, this is a third kind of melee weapon. Notice they're all under strength, so if you were to go with a melee build, you would want to focus on getting your strength higher and higher and higher, because that makes your melee attacks that much more powerful. We're not going to do that. This is a very useful card, one of the most useful cards. So, weight of all chems, including stim packs, are reduced by 30%. That's at 1 star. At 2 stars, it's 60%. At 3 stars, it's 90%. I have the three-star version on all my characters at some point, but I actually build them a little bit differently so that I'm getting the same effect a different way, but very useful to have as you pick up more aid items. So you can see that the stack weight here is 1 pound, a quarter pound, 5 pounds, a quarter pound, 22 pounds of stim packs. Notice my carry weight is 133 now. That's crazy. I'm carrying so many chems that it's just weighing me down. And now I'm carrying all this food as well, like water. 8 pounds worth of water. All these extra things I've been picking up just weigh me down so much. Repair kits, bobby pins, scrap kits. Everything weighs something. Ooh, I'm going to use this. Vault-Tec Survival Backpack. I hit the space bar to use that item. That could be very useful. I'm carrying all this junk. These weigh as well. And it's just adding up so much. Ammunition, stack weight, 3 pounds worth of bullets. So there are perks like this which reduce the weight of items. They are so useful. Let's look at the next category. Perception. Ooh, bows and crossbows are in the game. That's nice to know. Butcher's Bounty. I can find extra meat. That might be useful for something. Concentrated fire. That's now targets limbs. Focus fire to gain accuracy and damage per shot. Now, remember how I was using that and it sort of like targeted the entire ghoul? This lets me target like the head or the arm or the chest. This might be very, very useful. This might be a good next pick. Rifleman. So, non-automatic rifles. Let me get out of this. So, sort of like my my recoil-compensated pipe bolt action rifle or my short hunting rifle could have their damage boosted using this card because they're not automatic rifles. Let's keep our eye on this card, though. That might be a good next pick. Let's look at Endurance. Dromedary. No one in their right mind would ever pick this. And for various reasons, you also wouldn't pick this. Hard to explain. It has to do with a radiation-heavy build, which I'm not going to go into. But endurance points are good to spend if you want to be more durable and take less, have any damage you take less of your health away. Charisma. Happy Camper. That's nice. Our hunger and thirst grow 40% slower when in a camp or a team workshop. That could be very useful. Inspirational. When I'm on a team with others, I gain 5% more XP. Well, I'm not playing on a team right now, so I'm not going to worry about that just yet. But it could be useful later on. Intelligence. Stim packs restore more horsepower, health points based on your int. So remember how that stim pack gave me a burst of healing, and then it sort of had this ticking hot on me over a while? This would give me even more health based on how much intelligence I had. So at 1 intelligence, probably not all that much. Probably nothing at all. But later on, maybe. Now we looked at agility. Now let's look at luck. Pharma. 40% more chance to find extra first aid chems in chem containers. Remember, I was looking in boxes and I picked up ammunition out of one box. There are other boxes that contain first aid chems like stim packs and Radaway and Rad-X and some others that are combat-oriented chems that make you stronger when you're fighting things in various ways. So that this could be useful later on. Scrounger, 40% chance to find extra ammo in ammo containers. This card would have been useful when I looted that one ammo container that was green. That ammo container was way back up on that hill next to that little structure. So that could have been useful to have when I was looting that. So keep that in mind for certain activities. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm still going to go with agility because I want more action points, because I know for right now that's going to be my biggest bang for the buck out of the starting gate. Okay, so now I have 2 1-star action boys, and I can use each of those cards to rank up to a higher level single card. So I'm going to do that. So now I have a 2-star action boy that gives me 30% because the effect's stacked. 15 plus 15 is 30%. So I'm going to hit the space bar to equip that. And I can do that because I have, enough spots there for another action. Or I could put up to 3 agility card levels. So I could have this action boy, which is a rank 2, and then I could have another one, which is rank 1, and that would make 3, right? So I didn't really need to put the point in agility, but I did that because I want this AP bar to go higher. This AP bar scales with agility. So if I didn't put this agility, that extra point here, then my AP bar would be exhausted that much sooner. So I want my agility to be high, I want my AP to be high as a result, and I want my regen to be high. Ooh, people are talking. Reload my weapon with R. I guess I don't need to be hidden here. Notice this little box here, emergency pharmaceutical kit. If I had put Pharma on, then as I pointed at this, I would get a higher chance of maybe a third item appearing here. For now, I have Mentats and Disease Cure. It's good. If I get diseased, I can cure it, so that's good. That Mentats, by the way, is a combat chem. It increases my, well, this is a stat chem, sorry, it's not a combat chem. This increases my intelligence and perception for 5 minutes. And it increases my thirst very slightly. Stim pack and purified water. The Mentats is useful for not much, to be honest. Wow, all these NPCs that I could interact with.
Go to our headquarters on the refuge. The old White Spring Resort.
Huh, okay. She has a task for me. Ooh, power armor, look at this. Now, some people live and die by power armor. I'm not a big proponent of power armor because you can't really stealth in power armor. I do have some power armor on my characters that I use sparingly, very situationally. So I'm not going to bother with this one right now. But I will look at this Tinker's workbench, which is right here. This is very useful. I can craft things. I can scrap items. What is that? We'll find out in a minute. And I can modify or repair things. So let's scrap some items here. I hit R. I need to be careful here I don't scrap my weapon. So I'm going to scrap this aluminum can. Now this seems like a lot of work. So I don't want to scrap everything one at a time. What I can do is I can hit the T button to scrap all junk. I can scrap all that stuff, and now all those tin cans and everything are just scrapped away. Now I don't know where they went. Normally they would appear. Oh, right, because I wasn't looking at my inventory. I was looking at the table. So you can see all these items are here now as their basic components. I love looting things. It's like this joy. Like I could even grab this right leg out of here and scrap that. Like gas canister, machete. I could destroy the party hat, the scalpel, even the right leg. Ooh, notice this small Vault-Tec supply package. Sorry, what was that? It was an apparel item. Yeah, if I look at this and I hit X, you can see that it has 5 carry weight added to it. So that's nice. Whoops, I definitely want that. Now these NPCs here have things that you can do for them. I'm gonna pick up all this shit here. Healing salve, stim pack. There's another chem box, so I'm gonna grab that. Loose gears, very useful. Loose gears, very useful. I'm not gonna pick up the lead pipe because that's heavy. Oops. First aid. So also, you know, a lot of these things will start quests. Like if I read this, it could very well start a quest. And I don't want to add a whole bunch of quests to my journal right now. I do want to loot a bunch of things. Ooh, see this? This is my stash. I can put things I'm not currently needing in this stash, so let's do that. Let's, I don't need antibiotics, I don't need blood pack, I don't need... Well, actually, I do like healing salves. Mentats, Rad-X, right away. I'll put most of my stim packs in there. You can see my carry weight's going down already. All these things I don't need. I'll put all my junk in there. I could just hit T and store all my junk there. Ammo, I'll put this ammo in there, this ammo in there, and I'll put some of this ammo in here. Yeah, I don't need more than that. You see I'm down to 61 pounds, so that's good. What else can I throw in there? Some of this food, boiled water, bourbon, all these things I've been picking up. I don't really need to carry them around. Now some of these things will spoil, so I can't carry them around forever. Like meat, notice the condition, the CND, and it has like a half-filled bar there. Anything that has that bar is a spoil item. So like the rhododendron flower, the flowers, some items, glowing fungus. Some items don't have a durability, so they will last indefinitely. Tell you what, I'm gonna pull that back out. So if I run out of Cajun beans, I can eat that. I have the imitation seafood. Let's see what else. I'm going to put this in there and this in there, because I don't need to carry them around with me because I can't use them because they require level 5. Notice their condition as well. Now those won't expire and disappear, but those do need to be repaired. Otherwise they will break soon. So keep that in mind. So this is what a stash box looks like. They don't all look like this. This is a specific skin attached to this particular stash box. We'll see other skins later on. Tell you what, let's. I know for a fact that the Wayward is right here, and I'm going to sort of head that direction. There's just so much to explain that it's hard to... no, I don't want to speak to Lane. That would be... Huh, weird. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. Whatever that is, it's like a waypoint to go do something. Oh! I don't like having to aim. But at least he was mostly standing still. It seems very, at this point in the game, it seems somewhat unfun to play, because aiming at things is tedious and you lose AP so quickly. It's not like that in the end game. As you level up, you gain more power, more abilities. You can sort of tailor your build to be very powerful in certain ways. You can't do everything all at once, but you can do 1, maybe 2, or even 3 things very well out of the, 20 things that are possible. And you can change up the way you're built as well using what's called a perk machine. And I can change my character from being a VATS range stealth build to being a tough, tanky melee build just by using that machine. There's other things you can do too, but we won't get into that. Okay, I'm not going to do all these side quests. So let's turn that off. We will discover this location, though. Give my little XP there. Uh-oh. I stealthed to see if I would get into caution. If you're too close, like if you move... If those little brackets on caution move too close together, then I will go into danger, and that's when I've been spotted. And that's when something's going to come for me. Okay, so he notices me. Up, there he goes. Okay, so I'm to the point where I can do 3 shots in VATS. There's a kitty. Let's go look upstairs real quick. Salisbury steak, yum. Bourbon, okay, we'll take that. I like moving around in stealth because I'm not going to alert nearby enemies to my presence. I'm not going to read anything because I don't want to spoil any story. Most of these either begin stories or are part of stories. Hello, Cheswick kitty. Meow. Take all these items. I can look in the desk. Like a typewriter and a fan will break down into screws. We'll go ahead and grab those, even though typewriters are very heavy. If you were to examine... I wonder if we can do that. Will it tell me what its components are? Yeah, okay, so like if I look at the typewriter, it's made of 2 gears, a screw, and a spring. Now, if I crunch that at one of those crafting desks, like I said, scrap items, the typewriter will disappear, and instead, 2 gears, 1 screw, and 1 spring will appear in my junk category. Now, if I scrap 5 typewriters, then 5 times as many of each of those items will be added to my junk. You know, if there's 10 screws there already, then I'll have 12 screws or 20 screws or whatever it ends up being. I'm going to come out of stealth, so I'm going to go there faster. Let's see, where are we headed? We're going this direction. Okay, I can add a waypoint by right-clicking, left-clicking? Yeah, left-clicking. Guess I don't need a waypoint. It's pretty evident right there. Okay, so yeah, we're going this direction. What is this? Investigate the corpse. Speak to Lane. No, I don't want to do those things. I'm interested to know why they don't appear. Oh, there it is. That one appeared, yeah. There it is. That's a daily. Speak to Lane. So something you could do every day for XP or for reputation or something like that. Guess I don't need to be stealth anymore for this. Again, I'm just starting out. I'm very fragile because I did not accept any help from the freebies thing for the PTS. Because I want you to see what this game looks like when you are playing it for the first time on a real server, where you don't have all those benefits of being on the PTS or an Insta level 20 character with, you know, really good, halfway decent gear, all sorts of materials, all sorts of cards, you know. This is the way I began years ago. Now there are holes in this bridge, so we want to be careful here not to fall in these holes. I will loot this. A little secret. This right here is a water purifier. I can loot this and get purified water if it's running, which it's not, or if someone else hasn't looted it recently, which they may have. I can also loot these Brahmin, but I think it angers this robot. I can milk it to get Brahmin milk, which is very useful for certain kinds of builds, which we're not going to go into. Oh, look, it's another red box with baseball grenades. I'm going to grab those. Oh, look, we just had miscellaneous things pop up. Let's go do those. Actually, I'm not going to do the Wayward one because even though it's a main quest, I just want to do this for now. Because I want to show you what this stuff is all about. So what we do here, we can craft a weapon, we can craft a piece of armor, or I can place my own camp. Remember that little briefcase thing that looked like this, that sort of collapsed and came up? I have one in my inventory. It's sort of hidden, but I can use it to place down a camp. Oh wow, nice. All sorts of yummy goodies there. Okay, so I want to craft a piece of armor. I already have armor, so I don't need to equip this. Normally, it used to be that you would have nothing. You would start with literally no armor, no weapon. You would sort of have to struggle your way up. I'm going to go ahead and see, but now we already have our left arm there. I'll craft a weapon. Repairs are made at the armor workbench. Switch to the modifications menu to make repairs and mods. Alright, so I'm going to find a cheap one. Okay, just made a board. So I'm going to crunch that board that I just made. So I don't want to keep it. Now I thought for sure they would be like, now you have to crunch it. But I guess I didn't get that. They want me to place a camp. Alright. So the way you do that is you find a nice open spot. Hit tab and then Z. And right now it's red. Even though this green bubble that I'm in is green, the camp itself is red. Let's move it close to myself using the scroll wheel. Because I'm too close to other things. And there's sort of exclusion zones where you're not allowed to be close to when you place your camp. Okay, so there I just got far enough away. So I'm going to hit enter. Yes. So there's my first camp. Alright. So activate your new camp. I can hit E to build. Right? I can hit E and I can start building things. Ooh, look at this. I get like a little construction kit. So I can like place down a floor. Nice. I get XP as I do it. If I wanted to move that around, I could target it. I'm in modify mode, so I could move it. If I hit the tab key, I could switch back to the build menu. Let's just start with that for now. I can add walls with doors and windows. And there's other things I could build if I had the recipes or the patterns for them, which I don't on this character. So I'll tell you what, let's just add some walls here. And we'll add a door. Now add a roof. Just make a simple little building here. What's really cool is they added something called the free motion camera. So I'm going to hit V, and now I can hold the move up in the air. Notice I'm still standing there, right? So this is just the moving around. Hit it again, and now I'm back where I was. Be nice to have some stairs here, so let's go to stairs and find some wooden stairs. Very nice. Now let's open the windows. Very nice. Let's put some wallpaper on these walls, if I have any wallpaper. Oh yeah, look at that. I must have bought these from the Atom shop. There. Let's change these with a different... Do I have a different look for these? No, I don't. Okay. The other look was just concrete, and I don't want to use any concrete. All right, so this is nice. This is livable. I can do something with this. What can I do? Okay. Remember how we slept in a bed to get rest bonus? We can do that here as well. I can put a sleeping bag on the floor, or I can put a bed on the floor. If I hit the Q button, it'll exclude anything that I can't build. See that? So I just want to see what I can build. So there's a sleeping bag. So maybe I put that here, and I can just step over it when I go in. Yeah, that works. Can I step over that? Yeah, I can step right over that. Okay, and then what else can I put? What are appliances? There's a grill that I can... I don't know what that does. Probably nothing. It's just decorative. A water... yeah, I have this because hard to explain. But it's a, I believe this was an Atom Shop purchase, so all my characters have it. I can add a light. I can put a fire outside, so that's nice. Power connectors. I can add a generator to generate power. I can add fences to defend it from enemies, like around the perimeter. I could put traps, you know, like little punji boards, like around here, like if an enemy got close, they would run into it. The problem with punji boards I found is that other players and even you, when you run into them, will damage you and even potentially give you a disease, so I'm not going to do those. But maybe crafting, I could cook something. Here's an armor workbench that might be useful. I'll put that out here. Maybe a place to cook things here. They don't need to be inside here. Let's see what else. So these are the recent items I've put down. What else can we do? Doors. I could put a door on my house. See that? Yay! I'm protected from the elements. Let's see what else. If I was to... Sorry. I should explain what I'm doing. If I hold down the V button, it opens the workshop. And I can start adding things. Ooh, look at these other things I could potentially build. A weapons workbench. Tinker's workbench. Chemistry station. Oh, I guess I could build this if I had the materials. These are locked. I don't have the recipes for them yet. Power armor station. Fermenter. All these. Ooh, look at these guns that I could put around. I need circuitry, but I could build machine gun turret to defend my camp. That's nice. We already looked at the generator. I could build one of those, but I'm not going to. Lights. Look at all these different light possibilities. That's kind of pretty. Put that on the ceiling. I could plant food. I could put a water generator. I'm not going to put this because it would be cheating. I do have vintage water coolers. I did not know that I had this, though. It's very interesting. Sort of obviates the vintage water cooler recipe that I've had on other characters. Enclave repair bot station. That's interesting. I don't know what that is. Chairs. So if I wanted to sit down. I also have musical instruments, which will give me a very important AP regeneration buff, which I'm going to need. So I'm going to put this piano, let's put it in the corner here. It's interesting, I didn't know that you started with piano recipe. Stash box, remember the stash box? Let's put a stash box in here. Actually, let's put it outside. I don't want too many things inside. Let's just put that right there. I can also put, let's see what else. These are all different variations of the stash box. They all access the same stash box inventory, which is shared among all stash boxes. So as it says here, each player can only see and access, whoops, well, your own stash box, basically. So carries a lot more than you can carry around. Displays. Like if I had special collector items, I could put this and put items in it. I don't really do that very much. I'm much more pragmatic. I don't fill up my camp with a lot of extra items. Shelves, vendors, if I wanted to sell things to other players, I could put one of these down. It says requires 3 power, but it really doesn't to actually operate. That's only if you want it to light up, which, you know, is nice. Here's a table. Miscellaneous structures. This could be nice. Let's see what I can actually build. Whoops. I can't build any miscellaneous structures. Maybe I could put a painting on the wall. Tell you what, let's replace this with a bare wall, and then I'll put some sort of a picture on the wall. Tell you what, I will. Yeah, I'll put a I'll put a lit frame. Let's see. Oh, it's kitty cat. Let's go kitty cat. Now I know that this requires power, and it requires power in a very special way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a generator far away, because these generators that I have now are noisy. So I'll put this one way over here. Hear how noisy it is? So I don't want that. But I do want to bring power over to this wall, or this building, this structure. So I'm going to attach a little node to the outside. I'm going to, and if I'm in the edit mode and if I hit the space bar, you see it says space attach wire. Then I can attach a wire from there. That's too far away. Okay, so let's move a little bit closer. It has to, it can't hit the ground when it's traveling there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is add a little post in between. And move this a little farther away. So add a wire. Then add a wire. And then we'll see that my kitty cat is lit up. Yay! So I like that. So let's scrap some items here. I guess that's a scrap. Okay, what do we have to do? Now, what confuses me right now is, and I don't know why it does this, but I could see how this might work against other players. Do you remember how the Vault Overseer was, you know, go out and reclaim the world, right? It's Reclamation Day. Well, we got outside and now we sort of lost our way. Now we're on doing this Wayward Souls quest. Now, I wonder if they will put us back on the mission to meet the Overseer, because this used to not be here. This building right here, the Wayward, wasn't here. And in fact, there used to be no human NPCs in this game. Like, we've bumped into people with names, like human beings, you know, that have their own objectives and missions and, you know, wants and desires. They used to not exist, and now they do. Now, my sister thinks that's a big bummer, and I can understand. You know, it's fine. Ooh! I picked up something useful. This is not my stash. This is the Overseer's cache. So what did we pick up here? Small backpack. Very nice. I'm going to go to our armor bench because I know I can craft that here. Do I have the materials? So, small backpack. Okay, so it's the same as the backpack I have, which is only 5 pounds. 5 pound carry weight. Can I mod this with something? I don't have any flare. I don't care about flare. What I care about is mods that let me add carry weight. But that one, I don't have any recipes for it right now, evidently. Did I pick up any other recipes? Those would be under notes. Yeah, to get that I hit tab. Then I'm going here. It's just habit. I sort of know what to do to get certain places real quickly. I just, muscle memory kicks in and I do it. I'm going to crunch a few things here. Ooh, crafting item unlocked, stealth blade. Okay, so what that is remember how I was trying to modify the backpack? If I hit space and modify here, and I go to combat knife, I can add an upgrade of stealth blade if I had the materials, which I don't, or if I had the required perks, which I guess I have the materials. I don't have makeshift warrior rank 2, which is a perk card thing. But if I did, then I could change this from 10 damage to 10 damage plus 11 more damage over 5 seconds. So it'd like double the damage from just one hit. Just, you know, hit, and then it puts a dot on them, like a poison dot. So that's nice. Here, I'm going to take a stim pack. Actually, what that did was it took healing salve, I think. Yeah, because there was an animation. Alright, well, I'm going to put the gun away. I'm going to go in here. Okay, so this is an instanced private area. Only me and my teammates can be in there. People that are out in the world can't be in there with me unless they're part of my team or if my friend. Or no, only on my team. I can make important story choices that have big consequences that can potentially change the inevitability of certain things. Be sure your quest has been checkpointed before leaving. Okay, good to know. I will go inside. This is a picture of a structure I was building years ago. That's a picture that I captured, by the way. Oh, office desk fans.
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart?
Uh-oh.
I think you must be... Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
Uh-oh.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Okay, whoa, what's going on here? I could do that. Or I'm the last thing you're ever going to see. Now, if I had 2 or more charisma, remember those special stacks? Like, I had 1 in each, and now I have 3 in agility. If this question was agility 2+, then I would be able to select it, but I can't select it right now. Also, I'm no gun expert, but is there supposed to be something stuck in the barrel like that? Can't choose that either, because I only have 1 luck. Now, I'm going to be nice, and maybe I can work with this guy and her at the same time, and I'm going to choose this.
Damn business!
What's going on is that this one seems to think I know where this big treasure is, and that I'm building my new bar out of refuse for fun.
Lady, this is your last warning. Our crew is getting that treasure. And I will happily send you both to the great goddamn beyond if you don't start explaining where I can find what's ours.
Alright, I like to work with people. Maybe we can, you know,
Our crew's business, not
work together.
yours. And unless I start getting answers right now, I'm gonna start shooting people.
Let's be diplomatic here. Crew, are you hiring?
You serious? You got a gun in your face and the first thing that comes to mind is picking up a side gig? Guts like that might take you places.
Ah.
Let's say you and I finish shaking down this broad and then...
Oh!
I told you it was gonna end bad.
That was not me.
Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
Batter. Okay, speak to the bartender.
Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Oh, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
Here we go. I'm looking for the Overseer of Vault 76.
Overseer, huh?
I guess this is how the story goes now.
So you must be the one. No, I haven't seen her, but I have heard her. My people found a tape she left behind for one of her dwellers at that camp across the way, though it is a bit out of date now. Maybe you're the one.
Ah, yes. This is the order of operations now.
Though, now that we've drifted naturally onto the topic of helping one another, maybe there's something you could do for me in return. Just agreeing to lend us a hand in a little diplomatic intervention.
I'm good at that, evidently.
See, that boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say? Sure will. Throw some caps your way, too. That's what I was hoping.
I could do all those options, and you can if you play it.
Details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs? Bingo. Exactly what I'm thinking.
Just give me 1 second.
I think no matter what you choose there, it's always going to lead to the same outcome. Because I've done this quest and I sort of know that, but sorry for the spoiler, but
I just want you to know,
we're
architecture ain't exactly my forte.
we're still playing with training wheels on, so they don't want to throw too much at you.
So what I have chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they? Damn.
I just chose that because I want to see the option.
See, new plan. We paint all the Brahmin, and then we...
Duchess, plan's fine. I can walk them through how to build it.
How's that exactly?
I was hunkering down for quite some time waiting for this headless monster thing to clear off on my last ammo hunt. Ended up reading some old training materials to pass the time, and guess what? Made some tapes on it.
Oh, Mort. Not the tapes.
You have a better option?
Not one that doesn't involve painting all my cattle. There you go, I suppose. You can talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me.
Sounds good to me.
You might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road? Hot dog.
Sure.
Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. And here, that overseer tape. Sounds like she set up that camp across the way so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a refresher.
Yay, level 4. Okay, so I remember now. Before they added human NPCs, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I forget exactly when, it used to just be robots in the world. The Wayward wasn't here, and you would go from Vault 76 right to that little camp that I was at, where I crunched stuff before I built my own camp. So, yeah. So I sort of did this out of order. I should have come in here first and talked to them, and they would have sent me over to that little camp nearby. But, okay, so let's look at what I'm going to do here. I'm going to listen to the Overseer's log, which is a holotape in my inventory. I'm going to read the Plan Crane Treasure Hunting sign, also in my inventory. I can optionally speak to Mort, and I can build a weapons workbench at my camp to scrap items. Okay, so let's listen. Let's do these one at a time. Let's get rid of the easy one first. That would be the notes, which would be the Crane Treasure Hunting sign. I'm also going to learn the healing salve recipe, which is my favorite thing to use. Even more than stim packs, for reasons it's hard to explain. Well, it's because it doesn't do animation. Let's see. Now what do I have? I have to build the Crane Treasure Hunting sign at my camp. Okay, that's under quests. Build the workbench to scrap items. Well, I already have the other one to scrap items. So let's just talk to Mort real quick, because he's right here.
That is just crazy. They hand you vault kitties, all this fancy equipment, and then just throw you to the wolves. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now, because around here, we look after one another. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm not going to ask any of those other things. You can ask them if you want,
Friend,
if you play it.
happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you, I want something in return. All right, listen. I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all sorts of places you folks with your rad-sucking skin can't. So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna test it for me. I made these holotapes. Now, this set's all the info I dug up about that camp doohickey you bolters got. All I'm asking is you give them a listen and let me know what you think. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out for a test drive. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Some other time then.
Okay, we're done here for now. Let's go back outside. There's other things that you could do in there, but we're just sticking to a real simple playbook here. That was the other character I tried making first, just to make sure that the game was working in the PTS. Alright, so let's listen to some holotapes. That's under Holo. So, Overseer's Log Camp.
Overseer's Log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but mutated animals, haywire bots, and no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in what I can confirm is hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp. You need a home base out there. The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you one. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease. When you move your camp, everything you've built is stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it.
That's this camp over here.
I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Now, see, this is where it gets confusing because I already did these miscellaneous quests, but now it put them back in my thing. So, sort of annoying. But I'll do it again. Actually, tell you what, let's listen to his things as well.
Son of a... What tiny-fisted rat built... Oh, wait a second. I think it's on. Hello? Hello. This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's edutapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... Crap. Where did it... Oh, here we go. Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that clipped edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp.
construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn, I had to get that one wrong. An eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's edutapes. So long, Pitcher Chops. Come on, Mort, what was that?
I'm going to place the camp again to get rid of that thing. Now, it did erase the building and those other things, but it didn't destroy them. In fact, if I try to go build now by holding down V, if I go all the way to the left, well, stored, I'm going to hit V to go the free cam. I can put this building as a, and it's an, oh, look at that. I screwed that up. I wasn't thinking about the stairs. But now, these things have already been built. I just need to replace them. Sometimes it takes a second for it to connect. Alright. So far so good. Tell you what, I'm going to change these stairs out. Concrete stairs, yes, there we go. Alright, so let's look at our effects. We have Vault Fed, hunger and thirst do not increase. We have 36 more minutes where these bars are not going to, I don't have to worry about them. I have 30% AP regen here, rest bonus here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rest and I'm going to play this piano so that I can get more AP regen. You'll see that how that works in a second. Now when you're resting, you can open up the map. You can't open your Pip-Boy, which is really annoying, but you can open the map. Now as we're waiting, we can see there's other players on this server. Someone with 2292 levels, which is pretty good. There was an event that took place here that I would not survive probably. Lots, ooh, was that a 5,000? Holy crap. It's pretty amazing. It's not the highest I've seen, but it's still pretty good. There, let some light in. Okay, so now our rest bonus is back up to 59 minutes instead of 6 minutes. So now I'm going to play this piano. Watch for a buff where this little message popped up. Playing instruments helps relax, playing along enough to gain a bonus effect. Now, if at some point another thing will appear there. "30 seconds maybe? There it is. Well tuned. Now if we look at our active effects, well tuned gives me another 25% AP regen. So now I have 35%, 25%, and 30%. That's a lot. That adds up, you know. What is it, 90% total? Well, let's see, what about cooking things? Let's see what we could do here. Ooh, I can make Tato juice, which gives me another 10 AP. See what else. Fire cap soup. The thing you really want to look at right here is the effect. It'll give me some HP, but the thing you really want is right there. So, energy resist, rad resist, mole rat chunks give me 1 extra strength. That's nice. Starlight berry cobbler gives me endurance, which is very good. Let's make that. Let's make 3 mole rat chunks. Let's make the glowing fungus and the fire cap soup. All good. Let's see where those appear. Should be under food and drink. Yes. So down here, fire cap soup, glowing fungus soup. Let's go ahead and eat those. And we'll look at our active effects. We can see these are sort of, I don't know what that means, what that pill is, because it's not like those came from chems, but this did come from food, so that's the food buff. This is a food 100%, this guy right here. This is water 100% or hydration 100%. So these are what I just got. So vault fed, fire cap soup, glowing fungus, all good. Let's maybe look at some others here. Mole rat chunks. Mole rat chunks, 29-minute buff. Restore 1 HP. This will end soon, but the second one will stay. There's usually 2 buffs. There's like a restore a little bit of health, and then a permanent, well, not a permanent, but a timed buff that lasts 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And in this case, the health will go away in not too long a time. The endurance one. See the mole rat chunk one? That went away with the horsepower. Now this one, horsepower, health points. Now I have 1 extra endurance. Now if I go into my specials, you can see that I have a little bit extra strength, a little bit extra endurance. And if I go into my these cards, you can see that there's no points there, because this screen only affects cards that can be equipped, not the absolute amount of points that I have. So I have 2 extra points from the perk panel. Then I have 2 extra points here from food and strength. Or yeah, from food. Strength and endurance from food. I'm starting to lose my mind here. Fatigue is setting in from talking so much. Oh, that's right. I hit level 4. So let's go ahead and open that perk pack. Or no, I hit level 5. That's right. When you hit the 5s, you get a perk pack which has multiple cards in it. Look at all those fun things we're going to be able to use at some point. And now we can choose a point. Now, remember how we have 3 points here? I only am using 2 of them with this card. Oh, that's interesting. It just assigned a point there. Oh, right, because they're all unused. Right. Okay, because I have a card that can go there. That's why. Okay, because I got those free cards. Let's see, what did I get? I got Pack Rat, which is a very nice one for reducing the weight of things. That might make me want to put a point there. Bow Before Me, bows, lock picking, nice. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with, again, Action Boy. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a point in strength for a little bit more carry weight. So to do that, I'm going to go to strength first. That's going to put a point into strength, and then I'm going to hit C, C, C to go back over to Action Boy. And I'm going to pick this. And I'm going to slot that. Now remember, I had 3 agility, now I have a 3-pointer here. Now notice I have 2 strength, because I spent the point there, then I chose a card from a different group. You can do that. That's okay. Now I can't slot Pack Rat yet because it requires level 7 and I'm only level 5. But, you know, I think I'm level 5. Am I level 5? No, I'm only level 4. Okay. That was interesting. I got a perk pack at level 4. It's normally like every 5 levels, but I guess they sort of shortcut you there at the beginning. Let's see what. Let me look at my timer. Okay, I'm good. I have something in the oven. So let's actually put stuff in the stash here so I don't get way down too soon. Actually, let's crunch some things and put a weapons workbench if I can make one. Crafting weapons workbench. Yes, there we go. Because they got me a bunch of materials. What can I craft weapon-wise? Okay, no, nothing really. Can I modify this 10mm gun? So here I can change the barrel. What I really want is lower AP cost. There we go. Look, oh, I need nuclear material. Darn it. See over here, nuclear material. Alright, well I can't really do much with this gun yet because I haven't learned much. But if I find a bunch more, I can scrap them and learn other things that can be done to them. Can I upgrade my leather gear yet with things that are interesting? On this one, space modify. Right, that's a little bit extra or more protection. And I'm out of leather. Okay, well, there we go. Well, I was able to upgrade 4 of them to boiled leather, which is a little bit extra damage resist and energy resist. So that's good. That'll help out just a little bit in combat. Alright, so now I'm headed... tell you what, I'm not going to do the hunter for hire, because I just don't want to do that right now. So I hid that. I can... spacebar. See that? So I can do any of these things or not do them. I could hold some of these quests indefinitely and never do them. Just like in Oblivion, you could hold the main quest line until you did every other quest in the entire game. Okay, these guys, notice how their health bar at the top is white. That means they're non-hostile. Ah, remember? I have Scrounger. That little sound means that I found extra ammo.
I'm gonna join up and take on the wasteland.
I could do more than just fight. But I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night. I have my eye on you.
Really now? And sprinting with shift.
Scanning for fertilizer. Scanning.
Okay, combat is getting a little bit better because my action points regenerate a little bit faster. I see animals moving, so they probably are not friendly. Try the knife. I know where I can get leather, by the way. Should not be a problem if there are creatures up ahead called Brahmins. We've seen one of them. Oh, hello, beaver. Sorry. Oh, that's nice. He had wood scraps on him. We could investigate that, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go directly ahead. Ooh, it's foggy. What time of day is it? That would be 4:48 p.m. The music is so tranquil and enjoyable. Uh-oh. See, now that doesn't take any action points. So it's sort of a nice weapon at low levels, I guess. So just like in Oblivion, you could just do the main quest all the way through and ignore all the side quests if you wanted to. I can just do this main quest and ignore everything else that's around me if I wanted to. But what I want to do is kill these. Actually, I want to. Oh, someone already milked them. Okay, well, I'm just gonna kill them because they have Brahmin hide, and that Brahmin hide will give me leather. Three of them should be enough. I hit my keyboard 0 button, which is my emergency heal button. Let's see if these other Brahmins have any Brahmin milk on them. They do. Nice. I'm not going to kill them because I think I have what I need. Yeah, I've been through here a bazillion times, so I sort of know where the Brahmin are. What I will do is I will put that on 9. Brahmin milk. Okay, now notice we have the red bar in the lower left corner there. If I take a Brahmin milk, it's going to go up very slowly, right? Doesn't seem like it would be very useful. But there are certain builds that require you to hold your health, to a certain level, like say, like where this pointer is, right there, 25%, sometimes even lower, like 19%, 18%. And holding it there steady is tricky. Brahmin milk helps with that because, let's say your red bar has moved down to here, right? Which is a thing that you can do. You can just take a bunch of radiation, so the red bar goes here, so your health actually goes down, and it can't ever go up past where the red bar ends. So like right now, my health can never go above, what is it, 221 health, right? I'm stuck. I could take another stim pack, but I won't go above 221. See, I'm already at full health. The game thinks, oh, I'm at full health. I can't do anything. Now, if I take away some radiation, like if I took a rat away, which is the bigger radiation reduction, right? And if I take a stim pack or if I use a healing salve, now notice the health number go up here, but it can never go all the way up because I have radiation damage. So the idea there is you take radiation damage more and more and more using various techniques to get yourself so this red bar is really big, all the way over here, so that your health is like between 15 and 25% of this bar. When it's low like that, you want to be able to moderate. You want to be able to go up a little bit, down a little bit, because if you take a little bit of radiation damage, you want to be able to shave that off a little bit. And the Brahmin milk is really useful for that. So Brahmin milk, take away just a little bit of radiation damage there. Just a little bit. So, like on my main character, I do one of those builds. And so he carries around a stack of like 30 to 40 Brahmin milks at all time. Because he's taking a little bit of radiation damage here, a little radiation damage there, and I just need to like siphon off just a little bit of radiation damage to put him back in that sweet spot where he, is optimally tuned with his health. It's a whole thing, so don't worry about it yet.
Overseer's log, town of Flatwood. My God. There's no one here. The old tavern, the church. People were using them for shelter, but it's gone. Mutations we expected. There's something else. A disease. I was attacked by... Well, it used to be a person. But it had these green, glowing lesions, and its voice. Angry. Tortured. We are one.
Chloe
One
was
what?
after me. She's the best
Whatever
guy in
happened
the
here is beyond anything we expected. And we expected a lot. Before they were wiped out, the survivors called themselves the Responders. Looks like they were made of firefighters, police, emergency medical staff. They even have an automated system to teach people about treating water, food, survival. I'm doing their tests, and you should too. I know it's even worse than we imagined, but someone's got to know where the missile silos are, and how to secure them. The Responders are the best lead we have. This is the Overseer, signing off.
Okay, that little thing that popped up there is part of the seasonal system. So, I don't know if you ever played Diablo, but there are seasons where a new set of events will happen, and there's like a road map that you follow. Basically, it gives you a set of things to accomplish every day. And I can see those if I go to the map, and then I have to go over here. So I can collect any flavor of Nuka-Cola. I could track that if I want to. I'm going to turn these off. Cripple enemy limbs. Take a picture of a gulper. Yes, there's a camera in the game that you can get. Sell a weapon to a vendor. Mod a weapon. Kill a mutant hound. All these things that are, things that you can do. What I did was I just collected enough purified water to knock this one out. Now if I go, notice it says score rank 122. That's because I've been doing this for a while. And if I actually go to the season itself, you can see all the things that I've claimed already on my main character on the normal account. So I'm already all the way up to this last page. I've already unlocked this page, right? That one's not yet undone. I don't know why. I'll have to look at that. Interesting. But, yeah, I should figure... because that... Oh, no, I did get it. That's the check mark. Right, okay. So I can't do this yet until I'm 150. And I've claimed enough seasonal rewards to unlock this. So as soon as I reach 150, which right now I'm at like 126 in the live version of the game. This, again, is an older snapshot of my character that's a few days old or a week old or something like that. So he's a little bit behind here. And so... He's got a long ways to go to reach 150. Like every time you do one of these activities, you get more score points. And if I get a total of 3,500 score, then I'll go from... I'm at 1178. So if I get like another 2,400 score, then I'll go from 122 to 123. And I have to do that over and over again until I get to 150. Do a little bit each day, just sort of take it in small bites. And then there's another one that gives you a bit more score each week, that you do things each week, and then it unlocks more. So I'm forgetting how to talk. I'm going to go back to my camp. So I click on it and I choose fast travel. Now what I'm going to do is I want to upgrade my armor. Remember how I didn't have enough leather? I should now. Because I crunched those Brahmin hides, and now I should have, yeah, lots of leather.
Attention, citizens.
Oh dear.
Airstrike imminent. Please
exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Now, when this happened to me the first time, I just about shit my pants because I thought, oh shit, someone's dropping a nuke on me. Right? No, they're not dropping it on me. In fact, you can't drop a nuke in the forest area as far as I'm aware. They're dropping a nuke over here. See this? World activity. It's either going to be here, or down here, or up in this area. I forget exactly where. Like here, maybe? The reason is because dropping a nuke, which is a very dramatic thing to do, and actually let's go look and see what that looks like. So when it drops, you can see. I'm going into a somewhat dangerous area, which is the Cranberry Bog. At level 4, it's almost like a suicide mission. Because whereas enemies in the forest, which is sort of the starter zone, will scale with me, I came here because it's like someone's camp. It was an easy way to get down here. Yeah, see all the neat creative things people can do with their camps? What I want to do is I want to get up on this road and then head this direction. I want to go all the way over here if I can. Sadly, I can't travel it to that person, I don't think. Can I? I could add them to my team and then travel to them, but I don't want to show you teams yet. I just want to get close enough so you can see this bomb drop. If I stay on the road, I should be relatively safe for a while. Ah, yes. Good old. Love that building. Fort Defiance. See why I wanted agility and why I wanted action point regeneration. I'm watching that bar in the lower right corner. Now as I get close, I can't go through this particular city without being attacked. I can on my main because he's done some quests here that turn this city to be non-hostile, but we can at least watch the bomb drop and boom, there it goes. Nice. I love the Doppler delay, how long it takes the sound to reach. Now all these people are going to do an event called the Queen, or it's Scorched Earth or something like that, but they're going to kill this giant flying creature.
Attention citizens, Watoga is under a state of emergency and evacuation order.
That's nothing to do with this.
Get out if you're still here, unless you were military or a roboticist. In that case, if you can...
That's this right here.
Make your way to the mayor's office in the municipal center.
Basically, everywhere you go, there's something to do. I mean, this map doesn't look big, right? I mean, it sort of looks big at first, but I started here, went all the way down here, then all the way down here, right? So it's like, well, if I just keep extrapolating that, then I'm over here, then I'm over here, then I'm over here, then I'm over here. So the map isn't massive. It's not like 100 miles wide and 100 miles tall. But it doesn't really need to be, because everything you see here, if you pick something the size of a postage stamp on this screen, so there's something going on there, no matter where it is. There's something interesting here. There's something interesting here. There's some little story happening here. It's so densely packed with content that you could spend 200 hours and not even exhaust it. Even in this little area, it's sort of like Oblivion, where Oblivion had pockets of story everywhere, and there are places inside, underground. It's just phenomenal. I'd say this is basically Oblivion in a post-apocalyptic world. You don't have a spell bar like in some games, like in Elder Scrolls Online or World of Warcraft. So just like Oblivion, there's no spell bar. Your abilities come from whichever weapon you have equipped. So right now, I basically left-click. I can right-click to block, or I can hold. I can hold down left-click to do a power attack. So left-click power attack. If I have a gun, I can shoot the gun with left-click. I can also block. I can right-click is aim. Right, if I wanted a better aim on it. Yeah, everything is based on just using the mouse, or I guess if you have a joystick, like an Xbox controller or a PlayStation controller, using those controls to, move around and then, jump, crouch, sprint, not sprint. I'm going to die so fast up here. I'm going to pick these up because I want something to lose if I die. Yeah, that's the other thing. That's the other drawback is if you do die, you drop any junk that you're carrying. So there is a penalty for death, but it's not severe. You don't lose levels. You don't lose quest progress. At least not that I remember. Unless the quest was don't die. I don't remember anything like that. But, yeah, you just lose junk. And in the end game, you have junk coming out of your ears, so it's not that big of a penalty. There are some activities that might require you to collect junk that you can craft things with, and that can be a problem. Oh, interesting. It is a level 5. It scaled down to me. Interesting. I figured it would be like level 100, because it used to be like that. Someone's dropping another nuke. Now notice I'm not taking much damage. It's because I'm using boiled leather.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Take a health pot, and I'm back up. Notice how the health bar has a sort of a ghosted white bar to show you where the hot will end. Now, I can't really loot him because he didn't fall down, did he? Oh wait, maybe I can. Oh, nice. His body did fall down. Okay, now where's this next one falling? Did they... Oh, you know what happened? They dropped it and no event occurred. So there's a Scorch Beast Queen that would normally be summoned. There's a special thing that can happen here if you drop a nuke on it. And she didn't spawn, right? At least I don't think she did, because there's no event pop up. So maybe they're like, oh crap, let's drop another one and see if it does it. Okay, let me turn off these quests. I do want to get closer to the nuke if I can. Swimming in water is one way you can increase your rads if you want to lower your health. Just see that? I'm getting rad damage. Now there are robots over here that are very dangerous that I want to avoid. They're... let's see. If I stay outside here far up there. I can't zoom in. Not with this gun. I'll try to stay a little bit a ways. I should probably track death from above so I'd get a counter. That enemy right there, that robot right there, Assaultron, that guy is really dangerous. That guy would end me. Not only does he hit hard, but he also has like a laser beam that shoots out of his head that does a massive amount of damage. So we'll just there should be a couple of them around there. We'll just give them wide berths. Come on, let me up. There we go. I want to get closer to where this bomb's going to drop so we can see what it looks like up close. Oh, it's dropping over there. It's pretty. That was weird. I didn't expect that. They're trying to do an event over here. I think there might be some cross-server contamination. Like, it doesn't have a mark here anywhere. Maybe that was him? Weird. Okay. Strange. I thought for sure that would drop here.
Sensor alert.
That's the Assaultron. I want to crouch so he loses track of me. Fortunately, the brackets are wide, so he's aware that there's something out there, but he doesn't quite know where I am. And after a moment, you can see it goes back to hidden. And now I can sprint. Oh, there's another Assaultron. Let's see if I get that same warning. Nope, I guess I'm far enough away that he doesn't notice me. Now, I'm coming to this spot for a particular reason, because this is a train station. Train stations are special, because you can sell things to vendors at train stations.
Ready to initiate trading.
For caps, which is the currency of Fallout 76.
How can I assist you today?
I want to keep that. I want to keep everything else I have. I'm not going to read that nightclub advertisement because I don't want to do that quest. Those are those little horse things I picked up. And there should be a stash here. Yep, there it is. I can put all my junk in there. I can also sort of sort through, and I'm not going to use grenades. Might be useful, but I don't have a way of knowing where they're going to land, and I don't want to blow myself up. Listen, I'm not going to listen to his other tapes, so I'm just going to put these in the bank. Because I know how to build a camp. But if you were a new player and you had no idea what you're doing, his tapes might help. So yeah, this is, I'm not going to go to Watoga. Now notice when I discovered this place, it put it on my map, so now I could travel right here if I wanted to, as opposed to going to this player's house or camp and then, you know, running here. I've learned Watoga, I've learned a Watoga station. If I go to each of these camps, I might learn some nearby landmark as well that would like give me some other little blue icon that I could travel to, like these items. So, well, that was fun. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, I should probably go. Person and vehicle detected, so got a delivery of something, so I should probably go deal with that and go deal with the thing in the oven. So that was an introduction, baby steps with Fallout 76. You sort of got the lay of the landscape. Oh, look, it's nighttime. Nice, very pretty. And pretty music. Do I have to repair anything real quick? You do have to repair after a while. Look, I'm floating. And now it's bugged out. That's hilarious. I wonder if I can travel. There we go. That was strange. Let's do something. Let's try to... that might be a terrain issue. It shouldn't have been, but it might be. Let's do this. Let's put... Let's store this. We'll move this over there momentarily. Let's put a deck on here of some kind. We'll put the stairs back. Actually, let's put a couple of these down. It's kind of nice that you can keep building and building and building. Okay, now let's put the stairs back. Oh, I'm rotating things with the scroll wheel. Or right, oh no, left and right button. Scrolls things around. Okay, so let's put this here. I'll hang it off a little bit. And even though it's fire, it's not going to burn my... Can I put this here? Will it let me use this now? Yes, it will. Good. So my stuff could do with some repairs. It does take materials to repair, so I'm not going to worry about those. They're not down enough. What about my weapon? Did it do enough damage on my weapon? A little bit. I'll go ahead and repair that. So it's a full yellow bar over here. Now, so the question is, just real quick before I go, this 10mm pistol, I know for a fact that I could add legendary mods, and I could do all sorts of upgrades to it. Like, this is the big stuff, right? That's late game, and you do that much later. But as far as the receiver, the barrel length, you know, changing some of the numbers over here to be optimized for certain things, like if I wanted to shoot far away at the cost of some VATS accuracy, or if I wanted to stub barrel, which I don't know why anyone would choose it other than needing sighted accuracy. It would be a terrible choice. But notice that the other disadvantage here is recoil, but that doesn't matter if you're in VATS because you don't care about recoil in VATS. Standard grip. If I were to look at non-craftable, toggle unlockable. There we go. So normally you would choose forceful grip because it increases the see the condition bar go up. So forceful grip. Either tweaked automatic receiver, which is really good. You just hold it and it goes bam, 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 bam. Or prime automatic receiver is also very good. Powerful automatic. Basically, all the automatics have different advantages and disadvantages to them. I normally go with powerful automatic, but these are all really good. Like if I wanted a little bit more extra damage, you can see I don't have any ultrasight ammo, but if I did, the ultrasight ammo is more powerful. Standard short barrel, I would go with stabilized long, I believe, or aligned long, which reduces AP cost and increases range considerably. So that's good. We talked about forceful grip. I would go with probably perforating magazine, which would give me armor penetration, which would help with the more tanky enemies. Or I could go with quick magazine, which is a very quick reload speed, or swift magazine, which is a balance between ammo capacity and reload speed. Standard sights, you want to use a reflex sight, either dot or circle, for lower AP cost and better accuracy here. And then I like the suppressor muzzle, which you can use from stealth, and it makes it's like a silencer, so the enemies can't see you or can't hear you to find you. And then of course you can make it look different, if you unlock these paints. So that's all the things you could do with a 10mm. Fun, fun, fun. So I think I'm done for now. My throat is getting hoarse and my mouth is... I'm losing the ability to enunciate things from talking for so long. But that was fun, and I hope you learned something. Maybe that inspires you to play. I believe there's a free weekend coming up where you can play for free. You don't have to buy the game even. You just start playing. And then I don't remember if you have to buy the game to keep playing, but you can subscribe if you want to, but you don't have to. You could play this game forever and not have to pay a cent after you buy the game, or if you unlock the game using a free weekend, you may not even have to buy the game at all. I don't remember, but well, you know, it's coming up in October, I think. It's a free-to-play weekend, or maybe it's November. They do it from time to time. So it's worth checking out. Get your feet wet. Learn how the world works. Learn how combat works. Learn how the camp building system works. Kitty. And that's about it. So I'm going to sign out and go recuperate. Bye-bye.